Baby faces and heels are a well-established concept in pro wrestling. I mean, even WWE is using these terms these days. Remember that Netflix video? Triple H just said them. These days, fans usually go along with this too, going, man, I'll cheer that individual should you want. But come on, man. We are living in 2025, and on different occasions they go, you want me to be nice? I absolutely refuse. It does mean that you get some wrestlers that are polarizing. I mean, go see Roman Reigns around about 2016. But who is suffering from this today? I am Simon Miller, and here's a big old list. Number 10, Charlotte Flair. So goodbye my mentions, because anytime I talk about Charlotte Flair, people get so mad at me. But I like her, and I think she's really good. And yeah, sure, there have been plenty of occasions where she has been put in a very opportune position. What you wanted to do? No, I don't want that. Go and give it to someone else. Do you know how wrestling works? Nobody has ever done that, ever. Maybe Bryan Danielson. She also delivers time and time again, and I was really happy that she won the Royal Rumble. But what I just said also ties into the madness. So many people are like, oh man, we're going with Charlotte Flair again. Why can't we do something else? So she just divides opinions so much, especially because it has been very noticeable early on that WWE was trying to give her the world title record, mostly because she is a Flair. But that's why I want WWE to lean into this. And there have been hints. I want Charlotte to walk out on TV and go, ha ha, nepotism is great. That way as well, when you get angry at her, she can get angry at you. And then we do have synergy. But yeah, she really is one of those performers I don't think any of us is going to be able to agree upon. Number 9, Okada. I don't think you can argue that Okada isn't one of the biggest wrestlers of all time. I mean, some of his matches have been absolutely legendary. You don't do that by accident. After years of killing himself in New Japan, though, he did come to AEW, and I suppose he wanted a fresh coat of paint and he wanted to try things a little bit differently. So he did become a very funny professional wrestler who said bitch a lot. And yes, sure, look, maybe we've run that bit into the ground a little bit, but some fans couldn't believe it because I suppose their expectations were, oh my gosh, we're going to get Okada matches every single week. But I'll level with you, this when you can get mad at me again. I love this version of the Rainmaker. I think he's super duper funny. We also know that deep down he can still pull out a classic when he feels like it. And I honestly do believe this is a guy who's like, man, I really would like to do something different right now and just embrace a new character. But I also understand that you may be like, damn it, my expectation bar was really high and you didn't reach it at all. I honestly think it will all work out eventually anyway because Kenny Omega is still waiting. But sure, when he did sign that All Elite Wrestling deal, I don't think many people expected this. Number 8, Liv Morgan. I don't really get this one. The other side is lost on me. So I just thought that Liv Morgan took 2024 and that heel turn and made it all her own. Like the story with Rhea Ripley and Dominic Mysterio was proper sports entertainment soap opera stuff. And as the champion, Liv was really good. This, of course, is when all the nonsense did start, because there was a portion of fans that were like, I think Liv Morgan is on television too much, and other wrestlers should be getting their time as well. But that ain't the way to do it, in my stupid opinion. It should be like, great, Liv is getting more time, and can we find a few minutes for another wrestler too? She's also a massive success story, because when she did win the Women's Championship for the first time, she was not booked well, but over the last 12 months, she has come back swinging. So I'm all for Liv Morgan. I think she's great. Number 7, DIY. The issue here for me when it comes to DIY actually isn't DIY at all. It's the tag team scene in general. I just don't get the major plan. Because if we do go back to the 2025 Royal Rumble, DIY and the Motor City Machine Guns had a terrific match. But the fans didn't really care that much, mostly. They didn't really have a badass narrative to jump into. Of course, we know that Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano are Triple H's boys. That goes all the way back to NXT. And they are great at what they do. Making them mega heels was also the right choice. And they are kind of in the same form as a Liv Morgan. It's like always believe and keep doing what you do. No matter what, you'll make it to WWE. So let's just keep our fingers crossed. Hope in 2025 we have a lot better plans. Number 6, Mercedes Monae. So this one is just unhinged. Because anytime Mercedes Monae does come up in the news, there is a portion of the internet wrestling community that takes this way too far. Because the former Sasha Banks is a world-class talent and is one hell of an in-ring worker, but anytime she does anything, all of a sudden people have to get super duper whooper mean, and you don't have to be into her as a character, but it just gets way too personal. I mean, we saw this kind of happen on TV, and it's totally fine if Monae's shtick isn't for you, but we had to turn her heel quite quickly. Although, let's face it, she's just better at that type of character She has a way. It did kind of underline the fact that the fans were split though, and maybe it does go all the way back to the WWE instance with Naomi when her and Sasha Banks walked out of the company. But one, we have absolutely no idea what actually happened there, and two, everybody seems to have moved on when it comes to Naomi, so why can't we do that here? To break it right down though, any single promotion in the world would be lucky to have Mercedes Monae on their books, so you just get. Number 5, Trick Williams. Anytime Trick Williams has any kind of success on NXT, there are a few people that stick their heads out. That's great and all, but I don't think he's a very good wrestler. Actually, no. What they say is he's not ready. Don't really know what that means. He is not a cake. If anything, we can go back to a quote from Triple H of all people, who once said, well, nobody is ready for anything in wrestling. What you have to do is give them things they do need, and 9 times out of 10 they will fail, but the second time you give it to them, they will understand, they'll have the experience, and then sure, ding ding, they're ready. Trick Williams is quite clearly ready-made to be a star though, because he just has that thing that emanates out to him that people can connect to. He is very similar to John Cena, and John wasn't the best in-ring worker in the world, but he totally understood how sports entertainment works. With a few more years, I bet Trick is exactly the same. That is just the magic of sports entertainment, but yes, if you are someone that likes to sit down and enjoy the in-ring work bell to bell, maybe you do not get Trick. But I dare to say, and I would hazard a guess, that maybe you haven't been watching WWE for very long. I mean, they do this with a lot of people. It also kind of feels to me like we are ignoring the fact that he is getting better all the time and he is improving. And go and listen to some of the fans' reaction, mans. Sometimes that's all you need to know. When you do get into the nitty-gritty though, it all depends on what you want from pro wrestling, because yeah, if you put Trick Williams in a New Japan, maybe he wouldn't make it, but that's the same as saying this Batman game isn't good because Batman isn't in it. Batman is in the game, and Trick Williams is in NXT. Either way though, Williams is most definitely going to make it. I mean, he's too magnetic not to. Number 4, Logan Paul. I mean, does this even have anything to do with wrestling? Not entirely sure it does. Because there is no denying the athleticism that Logan Paul has when it comes to pro wrestling. I mean, there are few people on this planet that would be able to pull off the matches he has done with the limited experience he does have. All in all, he's done pretty damn great in this sports entertainment malarkey. When it comes to the human being though, well, we just have to be honest, there is a lot of stories. I mean, a lot of them. Now, today isn't the day to discuss any of those, or it does make you raise an eyebrow, and of course, Logan has a massive audience, and anytime you even walk on eggshells with this type of stuff, they get super duper mad. More power to you, though, you can do whatever you want, but if you are into your professional wrestling, absolutely, you do see Logan Paul, and you're a little bit like, I would prefer it if you weren't around right now. And even when Michael Cole went on his podcast, Logan was like, man, I think I've got go away Heat, as opposed to we're going to boo you Heat. Let's just face it, from a lot of individuals, it's absolutely true. So ultimately, I'm just going to give this one to you and tell you to nicely argue about it in the comments. Honestly, go on the internet right now. This is split right down the middle. You can pick your lane. Number 3, MJF. So here's something else to wind you up. I actually think MJF is telling the truth. If I was going to describe him, I would call him a generational talent. Because given that he's only in his late 20s, look at everything he has achieved. And when it comes to his promo ability, where he basically walked into AEW day one and went, I'm really good on the microphone. And ever since then, he's just got better and better. It's why he was able to zoom towards the world title and hold on to a top spot too. You don't do that by accident, although yes, I do understand it. There is a contingent of individuals who are like, 1, his promos are all the same, and 2, I really did not like that story stuff with Adam Cole. I think it just went too sports entertainment for the hardcore AEW fan, if we can dare to call them that. So maybe this one is a bit similar to somebody like Liv Morgan. You like what you like, and if they're giving you what you don't like, well, you're not going to like it, that's maths. I just remember that recent promo battle he did with Hangman Adam Page that just made you go, oh my gosh, I want to see that. And that's what AEW is all about. It's talent shining through. I just think he's already one of the best bad guys of his generation, and once again, that doesn't happen by accident. But boy, howdy does he wind some people up. Number 2, CM Punk. I mean, his success comes in the form of his polarization. CM Punk is a total anomaly. I mean, that run in AEW only poured fuel on the fire, and every single week, no matter he is on a Dynamite or he is on a Raw, people will flock in to see what he is going to say, because as ridiculous as it makes me sound, he does have an element of danger to him. You're never entirely sure what direction he's about to head in. It really all depends on what you want to focus off when it comes to CM Punk, but he is lightning in the bottle, which is why he has made it so far in the wrestling industry. As soon as he walks out that curtain, well, you know the deal. You can't take your eyes off it. This is why All Elite Wrestling wanted him in the first place, and why WWE picked him up as soon as he was able to. And I am happy to tell you there is never going to be another CM Punk in the wrestling business. That guy is too unique. And when you do stand out to that degree, well, something big is going to happen. Those that love you will love you to the end. And those that don't, well, they're going to let you know about it. It is such a fascinating thing to watch play out in real time, though, and you get this every single week. I actually think this is going to increase in 2025. We shall have to watch this space. Number 1, Jey Uso. I mean, who else, right? I saw this firsthand when I went totally crazy with joy when he did win the Royal Rumble. My gosh, my mentions, they went crazy, people were mad. When you see the reactions he gets live, I find it baffling that people can't get on board on this. But actually, when it comes to wrestling, that's half the fun. Just to summarize it as well, some people just think that Jey Uso doesn't have the in-ring chops to back it all up. And that flies in the face of how over he is, but let's go back to 2024. There were plenty of end-of-year awards that were like the worst match of the year was Jimmy Uso versus Jey Uso from WrestleMania 40. Now, I will never agree with you on that point, and I went back to watch it, and ultimately, no, it's average at best, but I just don't think it lived up to people's expectations, which is actually a compliment to those two guys, but because people did feel disappointed, well, it's got a little bit out of control. It means some individuals are just set in their ways, but once again, let's just look at all the facts here. This has been reserved to certain corners of the internet, because when Jey turns up in the buildings, you have 10,000 people going absolutely nuts. My favorite thing about it, though, is that if somebody is going to get over organically, you do have to go with it, because for 20 years in WWE, we always fought it. And it just makes me feel so damn warm and fuzzy in my tum-tum to know that any single superstar on this planet may get the same treatment, because if the job is to connect with fans, or flub everything else, make sure you do that, and make sure you turn it into a beast that nobody can stop. Or in this case, Jey Uso.